I want to make you feel, and I want you to be inspired to do something positive, either for yourself, your family and friends, or your community. And tonight I'm going to break it down into two sections about the African American experience and about love. So hopefully you like love. So here we go. This first piece is called, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to do the African American experience first. If you were black. If you were black, how would that be? To look through my eyes, see what I see. Would my bitter truth in your mouth be unkind? Would the lying eyes of your justice be quite as blind? Would the blood that was spilled be a little more red? Would the brothers who were killed be a little more dead? Would you buy into the promise of this land of milk and honey? Well, the joke is on you, but ain't a damn thing funny. If you were black, how would that be? To look through my eyes, see what I see. Would you see all the mothers with tears in their eyes, their prayers for better tomorrows, a fetal exercise? What would you tell your son if he encountered a cop? Immediately put your hands up. Don't walk, don't run, just pray if you're stopped. How much of you would you keep in a cage? That part of you that is anger, hate, and rage. If you were black, how would that be? To look through my eyes, see what I see. In the tales that the media spin, who would be the villain? The ones without the gun, or the cops doing the killing? And what of your daughters whom you so adore? In a world that mistreats them, calls them hoes, bitches, and whore. Hypocrisy, miseducation, poverty, these challenges I endure. But tonight, the time is quickly passing because now I'm the cure. I will organize, strategize, and dare to be bold. I'm done with your obstructing. Pray God helps your soul. Now, if you were black, tell me, how would that be? To look through my eyes and see what I see. That's if you were black. I take the inspiration for what I do from the headlines, what I see, what I hear my friends talk about. And this next piece, as you heard in my introduction, I'm working on two collaborations. One that takes images and I put words to it. Two versions of that. One is nature, and one is the African American experience. And I'm going to focus on the African American experience here. I'm going to describe what these are. So work with me. This first one is called Dreamers. And I have a friend that's a photographer. And the image is two 7-8-year-old, a boy and a girl. And they could be Latino, they could be from the Mideast, you don't know. You just know they're children of color. And they're standing behind a fence and their fingers are coming through. Just on the other side is the American flag. So it's very clear they're being held out. And it goes like this. In this sweet land of liberty, who cares for the dreamers and the dreamers? How high do we allow their hopes to soar? How far do we empower their potential to reach? America has always been heralded as a promised land where children of man and God, of any name or race, creed or color, could call home. So I ask you, in this land of liberty, how do we care for the dreamers and the dreamers? When they answer Lady Liberty's call, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. That's that one. This one is, all right, Trayvon Martin, who was unfortunately murdered. My buddy was at a Black Lives Matter march, and he caught a picture of his mother. But here's the thing, the mother was slightly out of focus. What was in focus were the people behind her, and they were all looking very intently at her. And what I did was I let the image dictate the words. And I call this, give me the words. And this is as if she were speaking. Give me the words, Lord. I know they're watching, and they want to hear me speak. Help me end this cycle of grief. I can see how the pain manifests with each revolution. And with that pain comes a blinding rage draped in a rabid thirst for action. Can you hear their cries for justice? Give me the words, Lord. Help me to end this growing sisterhood of sorrow. I never wanted this. No mother ever does. I just want to heal this hole in my heart. But this spotlight burns brightly, and they do so want to hear me speak. Give me the words, Lord, please. Give me the words. Help me to change their focus in a way that will save some other woman's child. That's that. Now this one, I'm going to give you a peek under the tent. This one is, the next two kind of like, as an African American, you find yourself in different situations. And though I wrote this from an African American's perspective, it could be from anybody's perspective. Anybody, if you ever found yourself as being the only one in a situation. You could be a Muslim, you could be Jewish, you could be Latino, you could be female, you could be gay. But there was a situation where you were the only one. And so, again, from an African American perspective, this is called a fly in milk. I'm a fly. I've always been a fly. I like being a fly. But it's dangerous being a fly. Not everyone likes flies. And not all flies are alike. It's important to be a smart fly. It's even more important to be a smart fly in a safe place. Me, right now, I'm in milk. I have milk all around me. And to a fly, that's not necessarily a good thing. Right now, it's nice being here in all this milk. In the beginning, I was a little anxious because I'm the only fly I see. But I'm getting more comfortable. As I look around, I can see this milk is rich, very rich, and nice, and really sweet. Wouldn't it be nice if all milk could be like this, safe and sweet and nourishing? Wouldn't it be nice if all milk could be open to taking the time to get to know a fly like me? What if milk could appreciate all the good in a fly? What if milk could see and appreciate the potential behind partnering, truly coexisting and collaborating with a fly? Imagine how sweet, how nourishing life could be. After all, I am an accomplished fly. I have seen and done much across many diverse areas, some obvious and some not so obvious. The point is, there is greatness in me, just as it is in many other flies, just as it is in milk. The combination of such greatness would be amazing. Milk fly, fly milk. Not all milk, or flies for that matter, are open to such possibilities. They see barriers where I and others like me see opportunity. When it works, it is amazing. When it doesn't, it is sometimes tragic. But for me, here, now, it's good. Better than good. It's great. It's amazing. I wish there were other flies here to see, to experience. But for as good as it is, I realize I have to be careful because I'm still a fly. And this is still milk. Nice as it is, not all milk is the same. Milk can be dangerous. Just because this milk is sweet now doesn't mean that it will always stay that way. And no matter what happens, I can't ever forget that I'm a fly, that I will always be a fly. That ain't ever going to change, nor would I want it to. And for as great as this is, right here, right now, I do know in the back of my mind that even sweet, clean, nourishing milk can turn bad. And when that happens, in many cases, even accomplished flies can die. That's a fly in milk. Now we're going to get into a little haiku. Now I've just been experimenting with haiku. And I got too much to say, so I can't keep it a traditional haiku. So I combine haikus into a longer piece. And the combination of this is called Haikus for Those Who Are Black Like Me. I'm a masterpiece, created in God's image, black by His design. I am somebody, the one pushed to the margin, but ever present. How much does hope cost? How does one get liberty? Where can I apply? Just end the charade. How can justice be equal without equal rights? Monsters do exist. Know their names. Hate, bigotry. We see them daily. Heavy is our pain. Dark blood flows from these deep wounds, suffered unjustly. I'll show you my wounds, but then you'll have the burden of sharing my pain. If they feel our hurt, maybe then they'll understand the pain in our rage. This one thing is true. Hard to love America when she don't love you. That's that. Okay, we're gonna go to love right quick. And these seem to be popular. This is called Unconditional. I love you. I love you beyond conscious thought or primal instinct, through all human shortcomings, flaws, and imperfections. Despite all mistakes, missteps, misdeeds, and misguided interactions, I love you beyond every hurt and injury ever inflicted upon my heart, my spirit, and my soul. I love you from my deepest nightmares to my brightest dreams, from my past hurts, previous injustices, and utter betrayals. I love you through all anger, all rage, all pain, and all the damage done by other lovers unworthy of the blessing that is you. I love you from simply having sex to making love. I love you beyond my life, beyond every inch of every moment, beyond all space and time. I love you from the start of forever to the end of eternity, with every hope, dream, and aspiration I could ever muster. I love you beyond sight and sound. I love you from top to bottom, inside and out. I love you in the corners of every whisper and on the wings of every shout. I love you in His presence, in peace, in grace, and in mercy. I love you in sickness and in health, for rich and for poor, till death do us part and beyond. All that you need to know is, all that I am, all that I have, will have, or could ever pray for, is totally and unconditionally invested in loving you. It's unconditional. 2 more? Okay. This one is, let's see, another love one. This is when you find that person and you want to let them know, look, you are the one for me. You are what raises the sun and gives the moon purpose. This is called the one. I want to be the one who whispers softly in your ear, telling you all the things I know you need to hear. I want to be the sparkle that glistens in your eye, wiping all your tears away anytime I see you cry. I want to be the one you reach for in the dark every night, the strength to cling to, the one who's there to let you know it's all right. And with each sunrise, I give God undying praise, for He blessed me with you to share the rest of our days. I want to be the one to rub your back, where you say you're sore, give you all I have within me, then rise to give you more. I want to be the one to make your dreams come true, step inside a miracle, and wrap it up for you. I want to be the one you call on when you've had a bad day, the man with just the right answers, who knows exactly what to say. I'll swoop you up, take you out, ease the tension from your mind, caress your face, kiss your eyelids, all to help you unwind. I want to be your voice of reason when logic saved the day. Gather all the facts and figures to help you find your way. I want to be the one to share your life's melody, dance in perfect syncopation, create a shared destiny. I want to be the one to grab forever and never lose my grip. Take a ride through eternity and have you share the trip. I want to be the one whose heaven starts right here on earth. Fill your days with joy and laughter be your happy ever after. I want to be the one whose wedding features you as the bride. Live a fantasy with children. You there by my side. Girl, we're here. Let's start forever. Take my hand, I promise you, we'll be together. The one. Let me be the one. The one. I want to do this because in a lot of my pieces, I'm critical of those in law enforcement who don't handle the responsibility for everybody, toward everybody. And I have to find it. It's called the Noble Blue. And the story behind it is, my niece saw a picture of where an officer unfortunately was killed right before she got to be with her daughter, who had just been born. And it so upset my niece to know that this little girl was not going to have a mom. She organized a campaign. It's called Bedtime Stories for Olivia. And she rallied her town and got the teachers, law enforcement, medical profession to come in, and they videotape people reading different bedtime stories. So this little girl could have bedtime stories throughout her life. And so this is called the Noble Blue. Whether draped in gray, green, white, brown, or black, the Noble Blue shine through with a light that represents the very finest society has to offer. And they pride themselves on a rich tradition steeped in courage, honor, selflessness, and sacrifice. As instruments of justice, the Noble Blue shield the good from the bad, the innocent from the guilty, law-abiders from law-breakers. They are not individuals, they are one. A brotherhood whose DNA is not created by accident, nor arranged by happenstance. It is a choice, a lifestyle, a duty they live all day, every day, and it is spelled H-E-R-O. The Noble Blue live up to the ideals of uncommon value. And it is because of their service, we all have a better chance to live in and benefit from a safe and just society. That's dedicated to the members of law enforcement. And I got, this is for Philly. We're in Philly. A city of culture, a city of intellect, heart, and faith, one like no other. A city of tastes, hoagies, cheesesteaks, pretzels. What could be better? Philadelphia, the theory of intellect, the art of culture. Patriotism that bleeds red, white, blue, and green, where sports live and thrive. Track comes alive here, the site of its first carnival, home of the Penn Relays, home of Allen's A&E Church, a first sacred place for a God of all people, black and white. When Ben Franklin thought, it was of this city first, the country second. The Philly Tribune, window to a perspective too often ignored. So sexy and chic, if romance were a city, it would be Philly. Thank you. Thank you very much.